Hello everyone, this video will be addressed to director, creator of the final experiment, sounds like a final solution, Will Duffy. I was a member of the Flat Earth movement since it started, officially at 2014. So I have two requests for Will Duffy and two questions, and I hope that he will respond. First is, if you really want to prove that Earth is a physical globe, why don't you take flat earthers in International Space Station to observe a real globe? Point is that scientists who created the globe theory, they never saw a globe, but they created a model of it so it fits the illumination of the sun and the distances between points on the earth. So they created a model that fits in what we observe on earth, but they never actually saw that model, nor did they saw heliocentric model like the solar system. The scientists created the model, imaginary model of the globe and imaginary model of the heliocentric system, starting from observation inherent to human mind and human senses, observations made from the surface of Earth, assuming that the sun also works in the way that human senses observe it. The globe as imaginary model was created in the capacity with the human senses and observations. From human standpoint of view and from the surface of Earth, it is not that someone rose above Earth and saw the globe Earth. In my opinion, all NASA photos are fake and photoshopped. So, why don't you take flat earthers on International Space Station to be able to see the whole globe Earth and to prove that it is really existing in the physical form and not just as a theory that satisfies measurements and lighting. So Duffy, you did prove that there is 24-hour sun in Antarctica, and I showed that in 2017 when I made my videos about Ushuaia. But if sun is circling around observer in Antarctica 24 hours, as you showed, then it debunks heliocentric model. So my second request is to take flat earthers to observe 24 hours sun exactly on the South Pole. Why? Well, because according to the globe theory, we see sun circling around us because of Earth rotation. So, sun is immovable, but we see that it circling us because we are moving and we are rotating on Earth. On the South Pole, Earth rotation is 0. Observer standing on the South Pole is not moving, right? Because Earth is not rotating exactly on the South Pole. Observer who is standing on the South Pole and who is watching the sun, he should see sun immovable. Sun should not circulate around observer who is standing on the South Pole. Right or not? Eventually, sun would circle around observer on the South Pole once a year due to revolution of Earth around sun. But in the reality, observer on the South Pole see the sun is circling him every day. So the sun makes one circle around observer on the South Pole. And that is impossible in the heliocentric model. How you, DUFFY, would explain that? Because all theories of the globe model are connected to heliocentric model. And if heliocentric model falls, then the globe also falls. In the heliocentric theory, this was the position of Earth regarding Sun when you was in the glacier camp. You was on the bottom of Earth, next to huge and far away Sun, immovable Sun, and you was making rotation on the bottom of Earth close to immovable South Pole.
Winter solstice. On the 21st and 22nd of December, the overhead sun is over the Tropic of Capricorn. It receives the largest amount of solar radiation. On this day, the northern hemisphere is in the winter solstice, while the southern hemisphere is in the summer solstice. The angle of the sun decreases towards the poles. On this day, the length of daytime in the northern hemisphere is the shortest in the year, while that of the southern hemisphere is the longest in the year. There are 24 hours of darkness at the Arctic Circle and 24 hours of daylight at the Antarctic Circle.
Glacier Camp is not far from South Pole, so this would be speed rotation in the Glacier Camp. You made one rotation for a day, individual rotation, while sun was on your side, not moving. So then answer me, why you saw sun circling above you in the circle when you should have seen sun moving in angle of maybe 30 degrees for a day and back? 12 hours you should have seen sun moving from left to right, and the next 12 hours you should have seen sun moving opposite, going back in the original position. Because half of the day you was above the South Pole and above the Earth axis, and half of the day you was below the South Pole and the axis of Earth. To explain it better, half of the day you was rotating from the right to left, and half of the day, 12 hours, you was rotating from left to right. So how is possible that in this heliocentric model you actually saw sun rotating above your heads in the glacier camp, because that fact debunks heliocentric model and rotation of Earth. So imagine that this is sun and this is the ball Earth, right? Ball Earth. So this should be the South Pole, and here should be the glacier camp where final experiment took place. And according to the official theory, Earth is rotating like this, right? And glacier camp is rotating from here to here in one day. So let's see if it is the case how they from here would see the sun. So this would be the view from glacier camp of the sun. They would see sun like this if Earth is rotating as they say. This is how they would see the sun from the glacier camp. And if they would be on the South Pole where the rotation is 0, then this is how they should see the sun. Fixed, yes, or eventually a bit moving due to revolution of Earth, like this.
Hey Nathan, hey Nathan, we had someone at the South Pole. So Nathan, you're gonna have a very hard time defending flat Earth if you can't even show where this location is that people visit, that my friend visited, and took information for us from the South Pole.